Alright.
Oh no! Oh no!
Well, it's fine. We're like...
Okay, that's fine. I'll just do it faster this time.
We'll
3,
just talk again.
2, 1, go. Shasta, you take the intro. I did it last time.
Alright, sounds good. I have like a 5-second delay here because of VLC, but I'll do my best.
Okay.
So, this game is 4-player. That's kind of the gimmick of it. So you can play co-op, but we're playing only 1 player this time around because there's only 1 person around in TG's living space. That's it. Yeah! First off, we're doing a trick called Gate Skip. It's very precise movement. It's very difficult, but TG's really good at this game and got it first try. Let's go. And then we're doing a wheel mix for afterwards by selecting 2 enemies that give you power. In this case, we're getting Wheel Elephant, which is the 17th power in a mix, and got it first try because he's really good. Let's go.
Yeah,
4-frame window in a 6 FPS game. That's really hard. Let's go.
I played this game a little bit.
Yeah. There you go. That's the little intro area of the game. Now we're on to the open world area.
Yeah.
First off, we're going to Rainbow Routes.
I guess I failed that again. So yeah, the reason we want wheels should be fairly obvious. It's the fastest way to navigate through all of these rooms, at least if we're going horizontally like this. And Kirby the Amazing Mirror generally, it's sometimes derogatorily referred to as Kirby and the Amazing Wheel, just because this is like the most dominant ability we'll use in the run, but there'll be other stuff to showcase off in this run. So here,
like, despite the fact that Wheel is the fastest power in the game, we're just giving out a variety to it in general, I'd say.
Alright, we're back to where we were before I accidentally reset, so hopefully I didn't lose the schedule too much time.
Let's go.
Let's... Oh, baby!
Yeah!
Now, if I do my job right, we'll be, like, even more ahead.
We'll be 5 years ahead, whoa!
It's mine.
And if I do mine right, we won't.
That would require getting a negative speedrun time, which I believe has never been achieved before.
That'd be awesome.
Oh no! I missed Mr. Frosty.
Happens. I'm just gonna go for it again. That's probably a good idea, honestly.
Yeah. So,
so at least Mr. Frosty there with 3 health to get a double star, which is like by sticking up 2 enemies together at the same time.
So we just passed over a switch there. Usually those are to open up the world so you can backtrack for all the cool chests and stuff you're supposed to explore in this game. But we don't need to come back here after we're done beating up the boss of this area, King Golem, so we're just gonna skip any unnecessary switches or cutscenes.
There are going to be a few again in the run, just because it's convenient to do so, and then it gives us a little shortcut to later areas of the game.
Yeah.
Because the goal of this run is to defeat all 8 bosses, all like main 8 bosses of the game, which will give us a mirror shard, and that'll open up the Amazing Mirror, give us the final boss gauntlet.
Alright, we just ditched Wheel because we are about to enter the Chamber of King Golem, and Stone is one of the best abilities in the game for defeating bosses. It does stupid amounts of damage, and since King Golem just sort of stays on the right side of the stage here, 3 rock drops makes him cry. So, there we go.
That's Stone tier. So sad.
So, I apologize to all the people who really enjoy the Kirby dance. We're only going to be seeing that once this run because it is faster to soft reset and skip the cutscene because your save game gets updated when the screen fully turns to white. However, that should just make you savor the upcoming segment even more because we will be watching the Kirby dance after we get to the end of this segment, which is where we're going to go all the way to the west and beat up Mega Titan in Carrot Castle.
Now on the way there, we gotta unlock a few more switches and do a few more really tight and cool movement.
Yeah, so...
It's not that weird, but don't worry about it.
So yeah, let's talk about that, because Kirby the Amazing Mirror is not a game with a lot of, like, glitches and tricks. Like, there's no skip at the end of the run where if you get it, you save 5 minutes. There's no out-of-bouncing or anything. This whole game is all about saving as many frames in each of the rooms as possible. And if you sort of see, I'm doing some weird jumps here and there to avoid hitting enemies. Whenever you hit an enemy, the game lags for a couple of frames as part of, like, the effect when you hit an enemy, where it goes like, pow, 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 pow. And we want to avoid that as much as possible. This Heavy Knight's a jerk.
Spire especially is very annoying because these 3 enemies are very random with what they do.
Oh, yeah.
In a very tight corridor.
So yeah, you'll see me do a lot of really tiny jumps. That small jump to get me over the spikes into the star block. Oh, there's so many small things that are very easy to miss if you're not super familiar with this game or you've never seen a high-level speedrun of it. But man, it's like, what's the subreddit called? Like, things fitting in things?
I don't know.
I was gonna go with oddly satisfying.
There we go.
That's a good one. Yeah.
So in that room I just jumped up, it is your initial jump speed when you hit the A button is slightly faster than just floating all the way up. So if we can chain multiple jumps together, that'll be much faster than just holding up on the D-pad and floating all the way to the top. And there'll be a couple rooms in the game like that where it just makes those rooms slightly less brain dead.
Now the upcoming room, by the way, I'm not sure if you're going for the safety strat because it's a marathon or you're going for the gamer strats.
Oh no, gamer strat.
Gamer strat, let's go.
So you'll see the gamer strat after I bonked the wall. Normally this shouldn't be an issue because normally I'm not bad, but if you bonk the wall, you scare that mirror there.
Yeah, mirror's an enemy that goes away if you like kind of run near it or gets bonked the wall in this case. So you gotta be a bit careful if you're moving and leave the mirror. That's the first time I see mirror in the run. Second time will be later. And very nice. Those cannon presses are all manual. If you mess up there once, you lose wheel.
Yeah, and let's talk about losing wheel, because that's like the biggest like time loss we can experience in the run.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. Next topic.
But yeah, just sort of the skill ceiling here is not only mastering all the small jumps and hops to get you through the rooms as quickly as possible, but just avoiding losing your ability, because keeping wheel just saves so much time. No, I missed the instant hit. I've been failing that all day. Dang. So this is Mega Titan, the second boss will be doing it in this run. I failed a cool little jump where you can sort of do a beneath cross-up on Mega Titan and hit him backwards into the wall instantly.
Recycle. Hey yo.
And there we go.
Nice.
Alright, get your dance emotes out, everybody, because we're about to jam it.
While we're jamming, you mind if I squeeze in a couple donations?
Sure. We're gonna be heading to Radish Ruins here in a little bit, but yeah, go ahead.
Alright, I'll squeeze in at least one here. Gleanger, good friend of mine, donates $10 and says, I was gonna do this anyways, but now there's incentives? Let's show the Midwest we ain't hacking around, especially Ohio. It knows when it's done. And
so we got a couple... Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay, we got a couple of difficult rooms here in a row, so that, especially if you're trying to do it fast, because I'm trying to avoid attacking enemies as much as possible, which involves going around the fish. That spike room is a bit scarier than it probably looks like it is, and this vertical room is also very difficult.
This room especially is really difficult. You got like the Gordos that can hit you up, you got like all the enemies that are falling down near you and rolling down.
I'm so good at this game! Okay.
Let's go!
Let's go, dude, right in there.
You got right past someone rolling at me, that's crazy.
I love it. I love it. Alright, so what's coming up here is a couple more boring wheel rooms, so sorry for cutting you off there earlier, but if you have some more donations you wish to share, please go right on ahead, because we're just making our way through the runes.
I certainly do. We also have $10 from Jen the Bug, who has been very generous all the way through this marathon already, saying, I love reproductive justice, furries, and video games. And don't we all?
I'll drink to that.
I know I do.
I got some water, I'll drink to that right now.
Woo!
Hydrate or dihydrate.
True.
You know, the keen-eyed among you will see all of these enemies I'm avoiding, like jumping over that waddle do in that little one-tile gap. That is not easy.
Can't confirm.
And it's all in service with saving so little frames. Kirby the Amazing Mirror has been so optimized by the likes of Pletty, Miri, Ask Swordsman Kirby, like...
You getting into the...
Yeah, I mean, I've helped a little bit. I won't take all the credit.
Aren't you like third place in this category? I have like a lot of people. Like it's really good.
Yeah, Ringo bopped me to third, but I had second for a little while there. I'm best in North America, so that's something.
Let's go.
I'm second in 100%.
You're diamond rank in North America. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I am the bar. I mean, like, it was a personal goal of mine when I started this game to bop Swordsman Kirby, because he's sort of like the de facto best NA player at this game, at least when I started. Alright, another vertical room here, so you're gonna see me float. And will I get explosionless? I will, let's go. So, nice. If you go really fast there, you can actually despawn the Bang Bangs, those crash enemies, before they explode and waste precious frames.
Is that what they're called?
I believe they're called Bang Bangs.
I just always saw them as crash bombers. Cool.
I might be dumb, and Bang Bangs are probably something else, but...
I think that's what they're called in Smash, if anything.
I thought we were talking about frames.
We jump around a lot here. Alright, Shasta, Meta Knight.
Meta time. Oh, no, who's that?
Who's what? Oh,
I don't know what that is. It was boss. Chat, who's this boss right here? I have no idea. But for real talk, for this boss fight, we have to kind of just like slide him a bunch, and then ideally he jumps forward and then like slashes to the ground when that happens. Doesn't happen every time, but that's what we're trying to go for a lot here. Because there's a chance that could happen, and it's very fast and good, and nice fight.
That was a 6 out of 10 fight by my standards.
Yeah. In this case, what happened there was like you didn't get hurt, and that's at least good.
Yeah. So, like, the optimal Meta Knight fight is we do that slide attack because that's going to cause him to jump and do a down stab, and if he does that, we're laughing because the neutral air spin move combos nicely into the ground slash to do a ton of damage very quickly, and it's all down to if Meta Knight cooperates or not. In fact, a lot of this any percent route I'm doing right now is sort of ordered in a way to get all of the RNG heavy bosses out of the way, because I was talking before
There's
that...
the next one right here too.
Yeah, moly. I was talking about that not only does Amazing Mirror sort of get a bad name because you're using wheel for the whole time, but it's also, especially any percent, there's a large majority of this run that's RNG, and we got moly coming up here. If you want to explain that, Shasta, I'll be using hammer.
Yeah, so a lot of time we either throw or hammer right here. Hammer's been more consistent with damage because you can just do it immediately on moly, but with throw you can also like hold like a projectile. Moly pops at you, and no way.
Can we get some holy molies in chat?
That was a perfect moly fight. Good job.
Can we get some holy molies in chat?
So the benefit of using hammer there in particular is that you can just kind of heck up moly without having to worry about luck at all. Other than like him popping out of the ground or out of the ceiling. So that was really good.
Yeah, that was...
Yeah.
That was probably a gold split, honestly.
Probably.
I don't have my live split up. I'm just sort of trying to go as fast as possible without having too much stress, because we're here to have fun.
In my essay, you're doing a heckin' good job.
Heckin' good job. Alright, so another really cool thing about Amazing Mirror is that the route is very flexible. So it's pretty much standard nowadays, especially if you're doing a trick that we'll be doing a bit later called Gobbler Wheel Mix that allows you to mix for wheel very early in a segment. You can really order the splits in really whatever way you want. So generally people do Candy Constellation much later in the run, for what their own reasons. Maybe Candy Constellation's hard, maybe they just prefer to get other splits over with other times, but it is really nice to play a very modular speedrun as well, and 100% is even more so like that, just because of how many segments there are.
Yeah, my case for my own runs actually insert All of Ocean, which I think you're doing after this, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so like I insert that personally after Radish Ruins, just because there's a lot of really hard execution in that one, plus 2 mixes you gotta worry about.
Alright, luck coming up here, and we do not get it.
Dang. If Mr. Frosty there decides to just like kind of wind back and then run to the left there, it's like perfect luck because you just have hits to destroy him.
Yeah, because you're wheeling through him as he's running, so you're just overlapping him the whole time and you do so much damage. But if he either runs or he jumps up and down. If he jumps up and down, you reset. Because he can waste so much time. So I haven't really talked too much about float cancels, because I'm probably only going to be doing this run for 28 minutes, and we're already going to be swamped with things to talk about anyways. I bet there's more donations to read as well, but I don't know. Next time it comes up, I'll talk about float cancels, because those are
I can
cool.
talk about it real quick if you want me to.
Okay, sure.
So essentially in this game, if you start floating and then like cancel using like a power or like a puff or anything, you guys call it float cancel. We get a little bit of heights, and then you just cancel using just something.
Yeah,
so it's like good for little optimizations throughout the run, basically.
You can get
like,
a whole
like, little ledges.
Yeah, you can get a whole extra tile of height on a full float cancel. It's very nice, and that's super important because obviously you want to stay in wheel as long as possible. So being able to do a jump that gives you an extra tile of height prevents you from having to enter float mode, exhale, and then wheel again. And that just saves a lot of time on just jumps that just require one extra tile of height. Oh, here's a tough room.
Oh, yeah.
YOLO strat. Oh, I'm so good.
Did you actually? You actually went for that. Nice. Very
and I'm doing the hard thing where you like jump off that first star block instead of just float up.
So if TG got hit in that last room there, it would lag a lot, and also probably. So like that's very risky to do. You're not
that was a really
good
good master hand.
Oh my gosh, that was really good.
Yeah.
You're not seeing much in this run. This game does lag him out sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, especially
like,
multiplayer. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, can't confirm.
So again, I could write an essay on what a good Master Hand fight looks, both here and the one we fought in Radish Ruins, because he's got 4 different attacks, and there's optimal ways to fight it. In fact, we're already blazing past this room where I'm doing some specific jumps to avoid enemies, and this game just goes at a breakneck pace.
Game's very fast. It also helps that in this game, compared to the GBA predecessor, Nightmare in Dreamland, you're able to actually jump with wheel while using it, rather than getting out of it and jumping, which is really nice too for movement.
Dude, I love
We're not talking about wheel anymore, we're talking about missile, let's go!
Missile! So this will be one of 2 times, because I'm insane, that we'll be using Missile. Usually you only see Missile from most players in this segment, but I'm doing Mustard Mountain with Missile, which, if I do it perfectly, is a sight to behold.
I'm ready for that.
Alright, so, sometimes you call for help on this, it's one of the few times you call for help on this, in this game, but my Kirby friends have kind of garbage abilities, so I guess I'm
the boys
on my
anyways. No, it's fine. And, like, 2 of them don't even have a power right now. One has Cutter, that's not worth it.
No. Also, the hand is not cooperating. Oh, no! Oh, of course he has 1 hit left. Get the garbage disposal. So, the best thing that could happen in that fight is if they do the rock drop move, which you can actually get Stone from, and then Stone absolutely annihilates Master Hand, but they didn't feel like cooperating, so whatever.
Also, yeah, if you actually get a Master Hand, Crazy Hand, and like absorb them, you actually get the power called Smash, using Kirby's melee moveset, except like actually good.
Oh! Wow, I don't fail this trick that often.
Happens the best of us.
Yeah, this trick is not... This trick looks hard, it's not really... Oh my goodness. What is happening with my hands? Okay. That's called Gobbler Wheel Mix, and it was introduced to the road like 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago or so, like... Not like, was it 2019 or 2020? I'm not sure, but that really opened up a lot of the routing for this game in terms of when you can do what where. Because originally you, oh, what did you used to do? It's been so long now. I think you used to beat Mega Titan and then go do Gobbler, because you'd watch the Kirby dance cutscene and keep wheel like we did earlier, and then you'd be right at the hub mirror at home, and then you'd immediately start the Gobbler thing. But now that that mix has sort of had a very easy setup discovered for, not very easy, has a easily practicable setup, I should say. Because my movement is so bad. So we're entering Olive Ocean here in a moment, so there's going to be a lot of swimming, so we got a couple of things to look forward to. We have the UFO mix, one of the many UFO mixes in this game, but until then, we have a little bit of swimming to do. So if you have any donations to read out, or you want to remind people what this amazing stream, the cause for the stream is, you can go right ahead, I guess.
How fitting, we did just have another donation drop in. Beat Fizzle donating $20, and doing exactly what I want, which is about to make everyone else cringe. Wow! This run is really fast! It's unconventional, but we'll roll with it, since I don't think we'll ever tire of watching such skill. Let's go!
Let's go!
No! Okay, so here's the UFO mix here, so I'm gonna puff. Oh, I got throw. Oh, I'm so bad at this game, I'm sorry. And this is an easier mix than usual, because fire and... Oh my god. Fire and UFO are right next to each other, and we want either ability, so this is really an 8-frame trick.
Yeah, 13th and 14th power of this mix right here. It's a little tricky, though.
It's like one of my better mixes. I was just sort of baffing it. I love that. So Shotsos only have a hitbox on the top half of their sprite, so you can just run at it and slide under it. Alright, tricky setup here, so I'm gonna have to jump out of the water and angle my fire up, hitting the bomb block, excellent, and that's why we wanted fire. And that's why UFO also works there as well, since the fully charged laser pierces through walls and hits that bomb block, and that skips a fairly lengthy room.
Yeah, I even checked, like, at one point, and, like, there's nothing else in that room at all, not even a chest or anything. The only chest is the one in front of us, so they run past.
Yeah, so even in 100%, it's what you want to do.
Yeah, it's just good to do that.
So we're going to be doing a lot of swimming between here and the boss of this area, Gobbler. We're going to be picking up stone, but other than that, there's not a really whole lot to talk about. I'm just sort of timing my swims here to sort of perfectly go through these holes. I'm going to be doing this cool damage boost here. Watch this. Woo! And you go right into the gap. So if you have any more donations, you can go right ahead.
Well, not at the moment, but I do want to remind folks that when you do put in your donations, guess what? We've got some different. What are we gonna call them? I mean, it says polls on the website, but we got bid wars of all sorts of different kinds, like the character choice in BS Legend of Zelda. If you want to see the boy character, you might have to drop some dosh. The girl character is ahead $241 to 10.
Team girl. Team girl.
Team girl. Samurai Jack's outfit choice, the future armor, the only one with bids right now. It's got $50, so if you want the gi or stage's choice, I mean, a little work to do there. Puyo Puyo Fever 2 has got character choice as well. Amity currently racing ahead of Rafina and Sig, 2010-0. And then the Silent Hill game bid war, that's one of the big ones right now, and Hard Rebirth is running away with it. $302 lead over Silent Hill 1's Hard UFO, so...
Alright, well, that was Gobbler.
Oh.
Good boss.
Good boss.
Yeah, so we picked up Stone again. Like I said, Stone is one of the best boss fighting abilities in the game. We just slowly sink into the water through his sprite and deal a ton of damage. Alright, I'm gonna super focus on this, because of all the things I don't want to screw up in this run, I really want to show off missile movement for this section, because most people don't use missile for this, because they're not insane. Most people just continue here powerless and skip getting the switch we got in all of Ocean and grab these burning enemies. Sorry if I'm staggering my talking. I really want to nail it. Yes! That was a really tight missile. If I screw up once, I lose time over doing it the burning way. So I really want to be perfect here.
Believe. This is really cool so far, actually.
Yeah! This is incredibly difficult, by the way. Missile is not an easy ability to use.
It's not easy.
Oh, please get this gap. If I get this gap, I'm gonna apologize. No! It was almost perfect. Oh my goodness, that was still really good.
Very good though, very good.
That was Mustard Missile right there, and other than that one screw up, I probably tied doing it the standard way. So, ooh, I'm gonna... Oh, the chip's there, so I can't... Ah! No, my wheel! Okay, that's fine. We'll just 100% score a 1 in 3 chance of getting a candy here, right?
I believe.
Oh! So we're supposed to keep wheel through here, but you can do an RNG check here. The Shadow Kirby can drop either a 1-up or Maximum Tomato. We get the best Battle Fire pattern as well. Oh my goodness, always lucky, never punished.
Absolutely blessed.
Oh my god. Alright, and once again, we're fighting another boss with Stone. I don't know how many of my subs are in the chat, but... Oh! That's... Oh, I didn't get a double hit.
Yo?
No, we got a Spindly Doodle instead of a Rotato, unfortunately.
Spindly
but,
Doodle?
yeah, Not as good as the Rotato, but it's up there.
That's the first time I've heard that term before.
Yeah, Spindly Doodle is when he does 2 loops, and Rotato is when he rotates around the screen. Alright, I'm doing this mix, by the way, Shasta.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so this is Wiz Wheel Mix. This is a I have no more time in the run to save. Please give me the hardest trick you can get for very little payoff. And watch this.
I go for it every time, it always works.
I'm so good at this game!
Oh.
That mix is very, very hard to set up, and it's 3rd on the ability roulette as well, which can be a little tricky to get, but...
I was 5th. Either way, it's
oh,
like...
is it 5th? I might be... you know what,
it's like,
you probably know this game more than I do.
It's decently early on, for sure.
Yeah.
It's a little tricky, compared to other mixes you do in the run.
Oh, and I get that jump too, very nice. This is a very nice whiz so far. Who knows, I might even get the Forbidden Hammer mix here in a moment.
I believe.
Please. Nope, I did it way too early. Oh well. Yeah, if that Sparky jumps, you can get a double inhale on the Sword Knight above it, and then we can mix for Hammer, which absolutely deletes Wiz. But we're gonna have to do the boring way of standing next to Wiz and enjoying the view here.
Yeah, just hanging out, you know, chilling.
Oh, I didn't jump early enough.
So if Parasol, if you stand still, you just do more damage than like doing a regular attack like this.
So Wiz is being a bit of a butt, unfortunately.
Yeah. There's a lot of luck on Wiz, unfortunately.
Oh, I thought he had less health than that. Okay, don't worry, he's only a pigskin.
Oh no. If you want to like Paint Roller from like Nightmare Dream on Such Adventure, like this boss is pretty much like that, except he moves to the middle as well too sometimes.
Alright, we're gonna go see the final boss, Shasta.
Let's go. We have formed the
Wait, I
amazing
forgot
mirror, and
something.
you can go to the final boss gauntlet.
Sorry, I forgot something. I need an ability.
Yeah.
So that wasn't a mistake. If you go
Have you make
into...
mistakes like that?
I made a couple mistakes this run. But if you go into the mirror, and soft reset, you basically tell the game that, yes, we've already seen, No, I'm so bad! Okay, never mind.
We're good.
That was very scuffed. Alright, probably
It's
the only
fine.
glitch in this game. If you float to the top of the screen, the game sort of pauses for the cutscene, pauses your position, and then you get slightly closer to the vortex. I don't actually know if that saves any time, but you know, it's gotta, right? You're in the air.
2 frames, I think. Alright, so this is Dark Mine. We're gonna get the master right here, and then get a double star using our power bar in here, and then put it out as soon as he opens his eye.
And there we go, that's the first form of the final boss dead. So it turns out double stars are absolutely insane against Dark Mind. His hitbox is so big that if you fire double stars in the correct way, it hits him twice as it's traveling through him. So you can absolutely deleterize his health bar, at least in the first 3 phases here.
This is Dark Mine. We're gonna get the Master Sword and then get River Power and get double star and spit out as soon as he opens his eye.
I like this part because you can make up your own Kirby dance. Get in the hole! So we've got Dark Mine 3 coming up, so not only do we want to get that double star hit, we also want to sneak in either a red or a blue star to skip the interim section coming up. So hopefully I can do that for you. It's all down to luck.
This is Dark Mine. We're gonna get the Master Sword and then give her power to get a double star, and then with that, Masuzi opens his eye.
Nope. Yeah, so if we inhaled one of those stars that he uses for his attacks, those give you abilities if you inhale them. And as you see there, we went by it really quick, but there's a button in the wall by the start, and you can hit that with either fire or ice. So if you were able to bring that ability into this section, you can skip this whole loop I just did getting the Sword Knight. And here we go, Dark Mine 4, the grimmest part of the run.
Alright, same deal again, but you actually have to go for a green star here, which gives us a mix. And like, once the mix starts slowing down, like the power after it starts slowing down is UFO, and we need that for Dark Mine 5 afterwards.
It also needs to give you a pattern where you can hit him.
Yeah, for real.
This is one of the most infamous moments in the whole game. Oh! I'm so good at this game!
Let's go!
I'm so good at this game, dude! So yeah, green stars, like I said, red stars give you fire, blue stars give you ice, and for some reason, green stars trigger a mix. And we want UFO not just to deal with Dark Mind 4, but to absolutely eviscerate Dark Mind 5 as well, because the fully charged laser here not only hits the eye hitbox, but will also hit one of these mirrors. Like that. And I just did 2 hits of damage instead of just 1. Alright, Dark Mind's not gonna allow us to go super fast, so whatever.
And Dark Mine always closes his eye as well too, so you can't hurt him like continuously or anything.
Yeah,
so that's why
you
I use
need...
UFO, because it does so much damage.
Yeah, burst damage abilities are required for Dark Mine 5. And here we go, the final thing of the whole run. We're gonna be doing the shoot 'em up section. And then it'll be time.
Here. Now I'm gonna summon the boys, let's see how it is.
No, actually, you can... Most people call the extra Kirbys to sort of just help out with this final boss fight section, but I'd rather do it alone, because that means Dark Mind only targets you, and he's a lot more predictable with where he shoots. Like, look at this. Like, look how much damage I'm doing just because he's standing still. Oh, that time! I should say.
Surprise!
Alright, what's our time? How'd I do?
What I see on screen is 28:38.
That's not terrible!
There
For
might
me.
be. Actually, isn't.
Is it?
I think it's like 3 seconds better than mine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, nice stuff.
I mean...
Wait, actually, 3 seconds worse. Never mind. Yeah, so
dang.
good. Very, very good.
Still not better than Shasta, damn. But that was my goal. I wanted a low 28, but I had a vacation scheduled for this week when I was planning on just grinding Katam, so honestly, with such short, rusty notice, 28-30, I'm very happy with this. Very excellent. And there we go.
I mean, you have proven that you are, in fact, good at video games.
Oh man,
As it turns out.
there was a couple moments in there where I feel like the best gamer ever.
Listen, TG stands for the gamer, alright? We all know this.
the game. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching my run. I'm still going to be on stream here because we're going to throw it over to Shasta here in a moment.
We're switching the roles in this case. I'll be running, he'll be commentating. Whoa!
And I'll still be here hosting.
Yay!
So, we are gonna get that